Okay, hi, it's Rory Winters here from Edge of the Box Mentoring. Just speaking with Scotty Wilson about his journey as a footballer, back to university and then back to professional football again. So, Scott, good to see you again, mate. It's been a while since I've seen you at university, a few years ago. Can you just tell me a little bit about your journey as a YT player and the transition out of the professional game?
Yeah, so I was a YT at Bristol City. I was a schoolboy, so I was there from the age of eight, um, actually up until 16, and I actually got released at 16, and went into a college program down in Bristol. But it was a sort of sports college that they done scholarships and things like that. So it's quite a big program, done well there. Like we had a good college team, and it got to the finals against of the national college championships, and I also played for England sort of colleges, so I had a really good season, off the back of that, Bristol City re-signed me as a second year of my scholar. um, so I went back there. Actually, I had a really good season again there. Sort of got into like past 20 goals. I was training with the first team and things like that, and it didn't end up working out, and I got released again, which was a sort of dagger, that one. The first one I sort of saw it coming, and I took it, but the second one was really tough, like really tough, and
Imagine.
I didn't take it too well at all.
No, how did that look? Like not taking it well? What were the emotions you were feeling? Did you feel
Oh
a
well,
loss of
sort of.
identity?
I was in tears. I was in tears because obviously, a lot of lads as growing up is their dream, and I was, like I said, I was there from the age of 8. I had a year out, but I went away, just sort of found myself again, started to enjoy it, came back very positive, and like I said, I did really well, and it was sort of a surprise when I didn't get anything, and I didn't really, because I didn't have anything else planned. I thought that would be it. I didn't know where to look, didn't know where to turn, didn't even know who to speak to. So
I can imagine it's very
it
tough.
was a tough time.
Yeah, it's a similar story that I went through and many others will be doing and have been through. When you did get released the second time, which must have been extremely hard to take, especially
Yeah,
for a successful career, who did you have to turn to at that point before you fell into the educational route again?
I I had family, but they didn't. They just sort of helped just on a personal point of view,
Yeah,
not football related. It was just sort of them being my family, so they
yeah,
had to be there, sort of thing.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Um, but that's it, really.
Oh,
There's a few friends that I had, but it's not. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Do you think you would have
exactly
benefited
what you
from
need
a
at the time.
mentor at that stage, for instance? Would you
Oh,
benefit?
most definitely, most definitely.
Excellent. And then I guess, can you just tell us what you transitioned to that? Because obviously that story's it's kind of run of the mill in football, but for any outsider looking in, that's brutal.
Yeah.
It's tough. How did you follow
Um,
education?
so so from there, I had a year out. I actually I actually went to the college to redo some of my GCSEs.
Yeah.
My maths GCSE, because I didn't pass that in school, so I went back to do that. So I was just there part time. I was training with the team, because I went back to the college that I was at, which is SGS College in Bristol. So I went back, was doing a part time maths course, um, and I was just training with the team, but I couldn't play because I wasn't on a full time college course. So I was just in sort of no man's land, really. I was doing my GCSE, but I wasn't working. I was still at home. Um, that was sort of from September to sort of early November, and in November I signed for Gloucester City part time in the Conference North non-league. Um, and I was only young, so I wasn't on a lot of money at all, and I didn't really play, but I was there for the whole the rest of the season, on the bench mainly, just getting a bit of experience and just seeing what that sort of side of football was like, because it's completely different
Yeah.
to what I'm used to in under 18s football. So I'd done a whole year there, and whilst I was at Gloucester, I got in because we trained at Hartbury College, and I was got into some of the staff members there, and they said, "Look, come here, and there's good opportunities and stuff." So in the following summer, I enrolled on a course, on a degree, and yeah, I loved every minute of it. I ended up doing 4 years there in college alongside playing non-league. The first year I'd done a sports coaching course, which wasn't for me at all, and I don't really think I took uni serious that year. I just went there for the football, really. We was training full time, playing full time, and the nightlife, just playing and going out in Gloucester. So that was for the first year, and then my second year I changed course. I went on to a business degree, which I really enjoyed, and I started taking it more serious then. And I realised that because I was in non-league then, so I was still in the Conference North South, and I was thinking, well, maybe that this might not be it. I might need something else.
Yeah.
So I took the degree seriously from the second year. Yeah, took it serious from the second year, and was still around non-league and playing for the uni, which was brilliant. I was enjoying myself, and as the years went on, I was doing better in non-league, so I was getting sort of a name for myself, scoring goals. And literally the year that I finished my uni degree and graduated, I got my first professional contract offer. Like literally fell straight into place. So as soon as I left uni, I was gonna move back to Bristol and work, find a job with my, and try and use my degree to get a job. But I managed to get a contract offer from Eastleigh in the National League, which was full time, and it meant that I could stay full time and playing as a professional footballer. So, like I said, it fell into place.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to say it fell into place, but that's your own hard work, both in
Definitely,
football,
definitely.
right? It's a lot of hard work, dedication. The early mornings at Hartbury, we both did them in the gym.
Yeah,
it's not easy all the time. Obviously, it's fun.
I did skip through it. I did make it sort of seem like it was easy, but like you said, early mornings at Hartbury, we trained sort of 6:30. In the gym, we were training. After that, we were training sort of 7:30, finishing at like 9:30, going off to lectures at 10, having a quick bite in between, when lectures all day, sort of 10 to 5, give or take. And then a lot of lads would go off into their non-league clubs in the evening. And I was at Western at one stage, so that was an hour and a half from Gloucester. So travelling there, getting there at sort of 7, training till sort of 9, getting back to Gloucester at sort of 10:30, 11. They were long days. Like I said, it was a lot of hard work. And there's some things people don't realise. And when I do sort of talk about the story, I do sort of brush over it. But it was difficult, and mentally, physically, it was very, very difficult. But
it really is. I think I know I lived alongside you for a year, maybe 2 years in that sort of world, and it was tough.
Yeah.
I was thrilled to see when you got your pro contract, and I know a few boys have gone on to do that as well. I guess for me, the big question I'm asking a lot of guys in this interview process is about your identity. So how did you combine your identity as a student and a footballer at one? And do you think that's going to benefit you longer term, that you could combine the two?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was easier, the fact that you were at Hartbury, where they've got is a sports uni, is sort of for the male side. Obviously there's horse riding as well, but for the male side is sports. So that your rugby and your football are massive there. So you're there, and you still do sort of feel like you are a footballer, because you're training every day, you're doing everything right. There's nutrition, there's psychology, there's everything that a lot of professional clubs don't even have it in the lower levels. So you do feel good. Obviously, with being a student at the same time, you do have to go away from that, and you have to study. And I've seen people there that is just not for them. Whereas other people sort of thrive off of it. It's the sort of the quicker you realise that this is your reality and this is what you've got to do, the better, and you buy into it, and you'll definitely get the gains from it.
Perfect.
100%.
And then obviously you're the super success story. He's gone on to have a fairly good career so far up to this point, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll carry on. So the transition away from football, back to education, back to football, what was the main highlight, and what advice would you give any other kid who might be sort of living through a similar experience to you, being released and is looking for a way back into the game? Have you got any key pointers you could?
Because I think when you're at that age, when you're 18 and you're trying to get the professional contract, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure that, and there's realistically there shouldn't be pressure because you're so young, but you think that's it. Like, I'm here at this club that I've got to make it here. Whereas that you can go away, you'll find that you enjoy it a lot more because you might drop to a level where you're sort of one of the better players. Whereas in the youth team, you're all there's all very good players there that are all fighting for 1 or 2 spots in the first team. Whereas you might go away and you find that you're one of the better players and you're enjoying it more and you're sort of relied upon more. And you just find yourself again and just find the enjoyment. And alongside getting a degree which can help you in other aspects of life and even life after football, because football finishes at 35, 40 if you're very, very lucky, but around 35, you've got years, plenty of years after that where you need to do something, and having a degree alongside that, you can't go wrong, really.
No, definitely. So I appreciate your time, mate, and good luck with finding a new club.
No problem at all.
No, and again, it's an inspirational story.
Yeah.
I really do believe that for anyone who's listening to this, it really is to suffer rejection twice and come back stronger every time is a testimony to you and your character. So
no. And I'm sort of proud of the achievements, but like you said, it's got to carry on and
it doesn't stop.
Keep going. So I just want to kick on again, definitely.
Brilliant, mate. Thank you so much, Scotty. Thank you.
No problem at all.